Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after some extreme technical difficulties. I lost the ability to literally see any of the leaderboards or spectator menu or anything, and no, I was trying to press triangle. I wasn't just hiding the menu. That wasn't what was happening. It was just not working. And it was also, you could tell it was being weird because it had the motion blur on, and that's just never a good sign. So, we restarted the race. Custom grid, everybody's in the correct position, everybody's in the correct car as well, so people were not in the right car, cough cough, David and West Echo, but they have now switched around, we're all good, and I think we actually have one more racer than we did possibly. I think Krusty T is in here. I don't know how he actually slipped into P17, that's my bad, but but yeah, because Krusty T I don't believe was here, so yeah, we've actually picked up another racer, which is always surprising when you have a restart. That you usually lose some people, not gain, but we're in a good situation here. But Bio here on the formation lap, everybody having to choose the same tires that they chose in the first or the original. So yeah, a lot of different strategies here. Canadian still on the hards, routine on those mediums, Elfie on the softs. I mean, a lot of different strategies here. So interested to see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hopefully we
no,
don't have trouble.
yeah, for sure. Now look for Bio and Elfie to try to move past the with the softs and try to get a little bit of a gap on some of these medium runners. Let's see what Canadian can do with these hards. Let's see if they can get the heat into them up first and have no mistakes, and see how long he can last with them. But looks like they're all approaching the line now, though, getting close.
Yep, doing that one line dance.
I know I've never noticed them do this before from this view, but
I don't know if this is the first. Yeah, this is actually a really cool like initial view. I'm not gonna lie, I like that they did that.
mm-hmm.
Because I don't think we usually get a straight on view.
No, normally not. And that's normally how you do in real life. They definitely
Right.
show that from the start. But
I mean, I don't think they can get this angle because of the hill. I think this is only possible.
Yeah, you go down.
Maybe from the grand stage, if they have like a super zoom or some shit. Excuse me,
yeah.
But alright, we're revving up now.
Boom. Yeah, the reds are rising, the lights go out. I think we're underway now. Let's see if Bio does good start. Groovy instantly, not so. Vapor comes all the way around. He's down.
They make contact
inside.
No, Vapor's gone around.
And Vapor does go around. Gelfie comes through. Gelfie routine. Eric all the way up into P4.
Wow, let's check how many positions were gained and lost there. Yeah, Rua gaining 3 positions off the start into P6 now. Milky gaining 4 in the back. But yeah, not Sir Vapor falling all the way to the back of the grid. Who's falling down? Eric!
Come around!
Eric is falling down the grid. These boys are racing very hard. Routine Lick also.
Yeah, Eric got into the rear of Routine, and they definitely kind of spun him around there. But they're wheel-to-wheel banging here. Rua and Chris W. Canadian right there. They're all so close. Super exciting racing
having to go a little bit wide. He gets a little bit squiggly on the curb. He's obviously on those hards, so he's having to defend versus soft runners. This isn't gaining him any time.
Yeah, no, Chris is going to try to look to make that move as quick as possible here, because now he's about to be under pressure for tails.
Look at this. The front 3 have already kind of, well, Bio especially has gotten a very nice gap. Let me check the tires again 1 second. So yeah, Bio should be getting that start. It's almost a restart of it's almost an exact mirror of what happened in the first attempt at this race, where Groovy got passed off the start just because of those mediums.
Mm-hmm.
Elfie with a great start though, but he still has quite a ways to Bio. 2.3 seconds to Bio. Groovy just sitting in that DRS about 0.8 back, still driving pretty well on those mediums if he's able to stay in the DRS, because Rua is actually not that far behind, and if he makes one mistake, he is right back in this huge grip of cars. Canadian
for
trying
sure.
to
Everybody's
stay alive
still
as well
super
on those
tight.
hards. He's done well so far on those hards. Made up 2 positions. Whereas you see Groovy has gone backwards from those mediums, so in his current, where he is on the grid, not too many people that are able to really put a challenge on him right now. Chris kind of backing off, but here they come again. Oh,
yeah, they're
so
side by
close.
side. Tails is gonna go around Chris on the inside, and he's gonna dip
He's gonna make it
around
happen.
Canadian too.
Wow, Tails gets the double move basically. That was wow.
Double overtake there, coming around the to the end of the lap. Amazing moves from Tails as he started P13. He's all the way to P5, so he's having an amazing run so far out there.
He's already at 9 positions in 3 laps. That's incredible. Ooh, he gets a little bit squirrely. He hits that yellow sausage just on the outside of the sausage, and that can still really upset your car.
Now this track is super technical. It seems like some people definitely have a much better line than others, and are able to carry a lot more speed as we're seeing with Tails.
As well, though, looks like TC's really taking it easy. No positions lost, no positions gained, but I mean, he's just really trying to make sure he gets through this race. He's not on the right gamer tag right now, and that is for a reason. He's at a family member's house. He's not even using his setup. He's using I believe it's a T150 instead of his usual T300. So, oh! He's having a drift there. He broke so late for that corner. I don't know if Chris broke early or if he broke too late, but he just went into the side of Chris and started drifting. I'm not sure if that move was really on. The boys don't really have any reference of where to overtake, I guess, other than maybe real life. But, oh, we have a yellow flag. It's a red car. Is that routine? Yeah, it is.
A good save there from TC, and he's going to look to make the move back on Chris now with DRS.
Yeah, actually much better
Tito
camera
as
views
well.
here on Portimao. Sorry to interrupt.
No, they definitely seem to be placed pretty nice around the track. As there's battles all over the place, as ROR goes down to the inside of David, makes the move stick.
They're still side by side a little bit. Oh no, but David is going to fall behind. He's going to slide in, and that's surprising. David on those softs, but he's going to have a run here with the DRS.
And he's going to dip down, holds the inside line.
Azure doing well there. David's on the inside, so David gets the place back.
Nice move.
I thought that was Azure on the inside. My fault.
Yeah, he forced Azure just beautifully far enough where Azure had to back out. So a nice move from Shahood to work himself up.
TC did pick up a penalty during. I don't know if it was during that little scuffle with Chris, but it was definitely, if not there, like really close after. Whoa! Milky's just taking out the styrofoam little signs.
The boards.
Yeah. And he's dropped down several places from that. He's still up 6 positions, but I think he's just lost about 3 or 4. Because I believe he was ahead of David. Probably ahead of Tito as well. So, yeah, big mistake from him.
So people aren't going to know where to break there.
Is that early? That's mediums. What? Why is he in the pits so early?
I don't see any damage on his car, but see what kind of set of tires he throws on here. Is he gonna go hards this early?
No, he's gonna put on the softs, and he is doing a wing change. So at some point he's made a mistake. So he's not gonna be a happy fellow there, because it looks like he's possibly just lost a potential podium. But who knows? We've said that before, and crazier things have happened.
Oh, for sure. No, Bio seems to be in complete control of this race so far, though, almost pushing a 4-second or 3.5-second gap. Tails super close, or staying on the gearbox at Gelfi here, and then Rua and Canadian run out top 5.
I don't want to give a commentator's curse, but Bio is just since his comeback last race, getting P1 in a pretty crazy Hungary race that ended up obviously raining at the end as TC retires from the race. That's going to be a full safety car, and Bio just misses the pits. Bio just misses the pits, and that's going to probably, that might hurt him. That might hurt him being on the softs. But this is going to help Groovy a lot, bringing the pack back together. And it's also, you know who else this is going to help? Mr. David Chahoud, who is only 2 points ahead in the championship right now, as Canadian picks up a penalty during the safety car.
I see damage on TC's car there. I'm not sure what happened, though.
Yeah, I just switched off of him right after that happened. Right before.
like right before that, his car retired, I did see Chris W get a 10-second penalty there, and I've noticed before though, if you get a big snap oversteer, you can slide back onto the track and pick up a 10-second penalty. If
Yeah.
it would potentially collect into TC there.
Very possible. I'm
Because
interested
it
to see
almost
what
happened
happened.
simultaneously.
It seemed
looked
like he was
on the
taking it
screen.
so easy. It wasn't trying to make any dumb mistakes, and all of a sudden, his car is done. Looks
Just
like
the
some
way his car
gamesmanship.
was parked there too, on the side of the track,
Yeah,
it
looked
just
natural.
didn't seem like, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I wasn't able to get a visual on his car.
So Tito jumps all the way up to P3 and Azure as well. So
Yeah, these boys not deciding to pit, so they are all. So Bio might just have to wear this one out. I don't think he should pit at this point because he's gonna lose quite
out
a
a
few
lot at
positions.
this
I think
point.
he'd come out behind the Red Bull, which would be P8. And that's, yeah, I don't think that's where you want to be. So he might just want to stick this out and just stick to his strategy, although he's still, I think, going to end up losing out possibly to this in the long run, no matter which decision he chooses.
Yeah, so Canadian sitting on only 5-lap old hards though, all the way up into P2. Just like we talked about.
Decided to go on hard, so if he can, you know, space these out. Oh no, speeding in the pits for Joe. But if he can space this out, you know, really push these hards as far as he can and put on some softs towards them, he's going to be very dangerous towards everybody else. Yeah, Tito into P3, obviously on those six lap old mediums. Tito or Azure into P4. So Gelfi in P5. I don't even know who is the net leader right now. Well, I guess, yeah, obviously probably Bio, but
see, like you're saying though, because he did miss pit lane though, so he's already 6 lap, which I guess the safety car
is in at P1 possibly right now. Maybe
I was gonna say he potentially could be sitting very pretty here. 0 laps on.
Vapor's also back into P6 after obviously he had that spin on turn 2.
I'm not sure about tire wear on this track, but
I have
softs.
No clue. We're really,
I imagine maybe like 10 to 12 before they start to fall off.
Softs?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably say around there because it looks like it could be earlier than that, but yeah, because of the safety car, I think maybe they can stretch it to P10.
That's what I was.
Or P10.
I was thinking because he's probably getting 2 laps under safety car. Is what I was imagining.
Please.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna go in here soon. Maybe this lap, but if not this lap, then definitely next.
So
they would have to call it now. I don't think it's going in. Oh.
And
wow,
it is gonna end very.
Oh,
yeah,
wow,
I was gonna say the
late.
McLaren got there just close enough.
Out of shape because the straight is like right here.
I was gonna say
really
that.
Back up the pack.
Yeah, no, that was a super late call there.
All right, so
Yeah,
here is
Canadian is right there already. He's almost passing Bio going down the straight because Bio is gonna try to back up this pack like you're saying. He was caught off guard there, so
he's going all the way to the finish line. He's got to go now. He goes.
Valtteri Bottas like about to get by Tito. Azure
does. He gets the job done. Oh no, he's on the inside. Oh,
Tito's gonna fight back.
He's gonna cut out. He gets forced off the track, Azure. So I think he's gonna have to back out. Yeah, he does have to back out here. But Tito makes a mistake into turn 3 or 4. I don't know. Oh, almost contact.
Turn 3, and then turn 4. Azure comes around the outside. Beautiful run.
And the top 2 guys are loving this.
Vapor shoots through.
Hold on a minute. I didn't see that move from Vapor. No!
Oh, they get together.
No!
Gelfi!
Oh, no more contact! Oh, no. What has just happened there? It's still chaos.
Oh, so Gelfi's going to fall all the way back down. He loses his front wing.
Oh, Gelfi was racing so well. He's not going to be happy about that one as the Mercedes! Vapor has just lost his full wing there. I think somebody broke ahead of him on a turn that you probably shouldn't be braking at, and he's just lost his full wing.
So super tight racing there from the boys, and a little bit of contact comes together.
It's been absolute chaos. The only two that have made it out from the top four here are Canadian and Bio, and Groovy getting a little bit fortunate here that he is back into contention, really, because he's back in P5 on some softs. But obviously he's going to have to pit again, so we'll see what he does later in the race. Yeah, some very close battles here. David and Chris especially, and also Rua. It seems like they've been attached at the hip. Thunder right behind him as well. Tito making up some positions here. He's back into P10. The McLaren is around.
Goes around.
No.
Loses his front wing.
No. And we're seeing so many mistakes start to come in. Look at the pit lane right now. There's a Mercedes coming out, and obviously the Alpine as well. And, well, two Mercedes are in there, so it looks like some guys got held up in the Williams as well. So it's been chaos this race. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Thunder just got a little bit throttle happy or what.
Here comes Krusty or T on West Echo. Is he going to go down the inside? No, he can't. Not there. This is the apex, and he's going to go wide.
Runs a little bit wide. And now he's got Joe closing.
Oh, the McLaren goes off.
What happened?
I don't know what just happened.
He must have had a crazy snap of
yeah, because he went so fast, just off the screen. DRS enabled.
And that's the corner I was talking about with Chris before, where I've had that happen to me, but snap the other way, and I picked up the 10-second, where you have no control of the car, and it just slides back onto the track. But
yeah, it looked like he came on the track as he normally would, and it just gave him the penalty. So, kind of unlucky there.
Yeah, so Tails super close. Gonna think about onshore, but so Azure, Tails, and Groovy, they are neck and neck and right here.
Okay, just had to do a quick check to make sure that we're still alive and everything is running okay. Oh, the McLaren gets very squirrely there, like the Ferrari routine. But let's go back up to look, because it looks like Tails is right on the back of Azure now, as well as
they are super close, gearbox to gearbox here through all these corners pretty much, and DRS is about to be on this front straightaway, so see what kind of moves they make, because Tails looks like he's going to be close enough, and is Groovy going to follow the slipstream?
So here it looks like they might be in somewhat of a DRS train now. Canadian falling back into the grips of these boys, as well as he does have a 3-second as Azure goes wide. That's going to give Tails an opportunity, but no, not enough space there. Groovy, very close, getting a snap.
I was going to say they looked like they were literally one car there attached at the rear. But yeah, so could not tell. Was Azure
contact between Groovy and Tails. Just
Tails
a slight tap.
Wide.
Just a slight tap. I think everybody's okay.
Yeah, just a love tap. They are all still good in racing, but
Oki setting fastest there, 119.2. He did just come out of the pits, so he must be pushing pretty hard. Yellow flag. That's an Aston. He's DNF'd.
Oh yeah, Krusty T is out of the race.
Safety car. We have another safety car, and now...
And look at where Bio is coming around.
Bio can enter the pits as he... So he's probably very thankful for that.
Yeah, 10-lap old softs right here. This could play right into his hands.
Like making sure he doesn't get the... Or is he wondering where the pit lane is, maybe? I don't know. Because it looked like he was about to enter in a different, the wrong pit lane. I was like, oh no. So Tails decides to stay out. He's obviously on a pair of hards. Just bring up the tires again.
Yeah, so Canadian's going to come in and follow right behind. Groovy going to stay out on them 6-lap old softs.
I'm surprised he's choosing to stay out on those. This is probably a good time for him to hop on. Maybe a set of hards. Maybe a medium, but I would think probably a set of hards.
That's what I was thinking. Probably a good time to go ahead and get in the pits right now, because a lot of the guys are pitting. As Bio is going to come back out just in front of Joe, who does not pit, and P6.
So
And
where does
Canadian
this
loses
leave?
out actually. A couple play loses out to Azure, so the Red Bull crew.
Interesting. Yeah, he did. And Joe also only on 4-lap old hards. He's in the P7, so he's looking pretty nice right now. And as we said, yeah, this is completely mixing up the grid now. And Groovy may be choosing track position here because he's now back into P2. And he's surrounded by hard runners, so I mean, if he can, I mean, we've seen some very, very good pace out of Tails, though. So
Oh,
I
for
don't
sure.
know. We'll see if he's able to get past. There's obviously a 2-tire compound difference here, but I would imagine that those softs aren't necessarily going off, but I can't imagine they have all that much in them. That's why I was surprised.
Well,
I think we were both surprised he didn't pit.
Yeah, no, I would have thought it would have been a good time to pit. Maybe Groovy seeing something a little bit different. We're not right now out there on the track, but I imagine he should be able to get by Tails, but how much of a gap is he gonna pull? Like you're saying, Tails is, like we've seen, has had such phenomenal pace all day so far.
Yeah.
Even with the set of hards, only with 5 laps on him, and he's gonna get at least 2 laps probably under safety car.
I mean, the good part about this is these safety cars make it interesting for us. The gap's obviously getting closed up yet again. So, I mean, our current grid is looking pretty tasty right now. Tails in first, Groovy in second, Rua in third. So, I mean, David hopping into P4. The front 5 choosing not to pit. Bio did hop into the pits to put on mediums. So maybe he's thinking these mediums can last. Maybe there'll be another safety car where I can make these last even longer, or where I can, you know, slap on another pair of softs. I don't know. But whoa! Somebody's just gone off. Joe's just gone off. He's got his mic, his thing's just gone dead. I know it's just gone dead.
Oh no!
It's just gone dead.
Yeah, this car stops on track. Oh no!
His wheel. He said he was having connectivity problems with the wheel. And yeah, the car just stops dead on track, and he's gonna be down into the last place. Only well, not down in the last, but down into P14 ahead of McLaren. But that's unfortunate for Joe.
Yes.
P7, I believe.
Yeah, so he drops down 7 positions there, all because of a little bit of the connection issue.
Look at this camera. That is a beautiful camera.
Up on top of the hill,
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
where
that
you can
is
see him coming down the hill and then back up.
I know.
That's dope.
I have not seen this yet in the race.
You know, Co-Masters, you did well with this one. You did well.
Yeah, hats off to you that time.
Seriously, because yeah, no, we've been complaining about camera angles a lot.
Yeah, no, normally we do not have the
the other
best
tracks,
options.
obviously, but sorry.
Well, it's the worst sometimes when they are coming around a corner and the camera just switches to where you can't see the cars and you hear them coming and you're just waiting for them. And then you see telemetry change where one car passes another.
So what I'm hoping for now, what I expect on Imola, you know, on the start line, because it's so covered with trees, there's like a really dope shot with the opening on like the start finish. Like you've probably seen it, but like yeah, it's just like an opening where they can take a photo, and I don't know how they get up there, but we better see that camera angle, because it's a camera angle.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember there's a really cool picture of the Red Bull from this year. They went there, obviously. But yeah, no, back into the race though. I think we should be coming in this lap. Mercedes should be able to catch up. Both the Mercedes boys just unlucky as hell, honestly. Just don't necessarily deserve to be back in their positions. Just unlucky occurrences. Eric, I think, running into the back of some of routine, and then Vapor getting collected. It seemed like early on, so just unlucky. And we've been mentioning not so Vapor. We thought, yeah, he probably had an unlucky retirement last race, and it's looking like it's not going his way again this race.
Yeah, that definitely sometimes racing, she can be a cruel mistress for sure, but
definitely.
But it looks like so Groovy, he's trying to stay.
Now
he's gonna try to get a good jump, but
Sasha in 8 laps now. I mean, safety car is coming in. As it gives us the notification way earlier this time. Milky makes collision with West Echo. You It looks like Milky is in front, so that might have been down to West Echo. But Tails back up the pack here. We'll see
I was
what
going to
happens.
say Tails is definitely going to back up the pack. He has, as you said, he got a lot more of a warning than Bio did. I think it came out right about here
Right
or
where
something.
they are
roughly.
now, yeah, they were definitely on this little back straight. I was like, oh wow, that's late to call that in. Okay.
But we will not question the FIA.
Yeah, race control fixes their mistake. It's okay. And yeah, it looks like Tails is going to do the same thing that Bio did. He's not going to go until the line. He's bolted now. Groovy, not the best start, but good enough to possibly keep Rua behind, as Rua's going to go side by side with David.
Yeah, David pulls out.
We know penalties
Chris
are probably going to come in.
Come back at David here.
He's on the inside here. I think he has the move done. No, David coming back here. He might get a touch.
Still wheel to wheel.
Get a touch. He's lucky to keep that on track. David being very smart to slow the car down, because he would have had that collision where the front, I believe, well, the back of his front right tire hits the front of the back right tire of Chris, if that makes any sense.
And you go around, auto
Usually.
spin pretty much.
But he slowed the car down just enough to keep that car on track, but he does lose the position to Bio. He's able to squeak through.
Yeah, and Bio's super crazy too. Yeah. Got them mediums heated up very nice and well here.
He's going to wait till the back straight.
Okay, because he only has 2 laps.
Let's get as many. Yeah, he pitted under that safety car to put
so Bio has the newest tires out there right now.
Yeah. Other than, Jor behind, in terms of being up front. Jor about a couple places behind him with those 2-lap-old hards. Tito picks up a 3-second. Here comes Bio. He's going to want to get as many positions done before the DRS, but Chris is fighting it with the ERS. We can tell they're on the straight and they're level.
Yeah, they're...
Who's going to break late? It's going to be
Bio. Gets the inside.
And he keeps it in bounds as well. Very well done. Chris picks up another penalty.
Chris, picks up a penalty there.
I think he's just had gone for a spin. That's not Sir Vapor. Chooses to retire. That's another safety car.
As he's in the wall.
Oh no! So I mean, it's fair enough. If these accidents would happen in real life, then I mean they would throw out the safety car, maybe even a red flag. So fair enough. But
yeah, so that's into turn 2. So he must have came through. I wonder if he collected some of that curb there and slung him super wide.
The car was on the track map. It was kind of weird. It was on like the inside of turn 2.
Yeah, interesting position, but yeah. So we'll be under safety car conditions again. So now we'll see, is Groovy going to pit this time? He's got 10-lap-old softs, so I would imagine he's gonna pit as we're roughly about halfway through this race.
Oh no. And it looks like, so he just said, and this isn't going to be pleasant for the stewards, let's say allegedly somebody has reset to track and not Sir Vapor has collected them. So that would make sense, because he was quite close to the track. Like he was on the inside.
Yeah,
and I was really confused how his car ended up there. And that makes a lot more sense.
Well, I'm sure the stewards will be reviewing that tonight, tomorrow, potentially.
Yeah, that's going to definitely be looked at most likely, but that's tough. I mean, not Sir Vapor getting taken out several times in this race. It feels like just couldn't catch a break, and on lap 17 we have yet another safety car, and Groovy still choosing to stay out.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. Yeah, because that is the rules in our Liga here. There's no reset to track. You must put it back by yourself.
Correct.
If you are around, you have to reverse and
obviously come back on track safely.
Yeah, so that is an interesting call, though. I would imagine, but like you're saying, he must just feel track position is poor, but he's gonna have to pit sometime. 11-lap-old softs. He's not going to be able to.
I think, even if there isn't another safety car, I think we've seen how Bio is on those mediums. I think the mediums are very good race tire, at least out the box. We'll see how long they last, of course. But I'm starting to get the idea that Bio can make those last to the end of the race, and Canadian
got,
and Routine also believe that they can make it last to the end of the race. So if he's
is
able
there
to continue to drag this out,
left, 16 roughly laps.
I think it's I think the mediums probably are possible. Especially with all these safety cars, Ruby's definitely going to be able to do it. But I mean, I guess the real question is, will Bio, Canadian, Routine, who pitted on about lap 12, be able to do it? But I mean, the safety car will obviously help them, and I don't think it'll be the last.
Probably not. But no, yeah, because Bio has 5 laps, but we've run 2 laps under safety car conditions. So,
right.
Yeah, so he is sitting super pretty again. And like you're saying, since he's come back, even before he had his internet connection problems earlier in the season, he was looking pretty good. And so far, since he's returned, has been just kind of been.
I believe before his, well, I'll say like final race with Alfa Romeo, I believe he was in P4. He was actually ahead of Canadian on points.
Yeah, he got the upgraded contract to Ferrari now.
Right, so now he's a Ferrari man, and he's proving it, and he's proving it right now, because I think there's definitely a chance that by the end of this we're saying that Bio has picked up 50 points in 2 races.
Yeah, I don't see who has.
I'm curious, who has
the
fastest lap?
I was just thinking
that's
that
funny
too.
that we were both thinking that, because it's Milky, actually. Yeah, okay, I remember mentioning Milky
still has it.
That 119.2, and he did that when he first got on those softs that are currently 8 laps old. So, yeah, I mean, this is interesting. And Tails are actually, this is actually quite impressive, because Tails' fastest lap is a 119.294, and that's only about 300ths off of Tails, who's on the hards. So Tails just showing insanely good pace, but I mean, obviously Prys also has shown some very good pace. It looks like the safety car coming in.
Yeah, so he's gonna back up the field
yet again.
Yeah, let's see. Looks like Bio, they're all super close here. I think they're gonna have a good run this time and not get fooled. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Tails is gonna wait till the very last second as they're starting to go about 3 or 4 or 5 wide.
He doesn't
down
get a
this
good start.
Bio's
and coming.
He's already getting passed by
Bio's
Bio.
Coming.
And Bio's gonna have the outside. Groovy takes the inside line.
Oh, he gets forced off a little bit.
They're super close. And
somebody's just falling down.
Yeah, Routine into the barrier.
Oh, Groovy's been going off track, I think, twice there in about 2 corners. Even in the P4.
With a jump.
Wow, so what just happened? Because it looks like the grid is just mixed up quite a bit.
I mean, they were almost 5 wide down front straightaway there. I mean, there was cars passing each other left and right. They were so queued up.
I was on the actual, on board with that move with Bio on Groovy. I was watching Groovy, so I wasn't able to see what was going on behind.
Yeah, no, they were making nice moves. David making some great positions up there. Yeah, so Groovy now, he's still super close. Oh yeah,
P5 with only 3 seconds. So as long as he's able to keep it clean, we know we've seen him spin once this race. Hopefully he's able to keep it on track.
I honestly thought he was out of the race earlier with that collection of the wall, but
here comes Canadian. No, I don't think he's gonna be quite close enough.
He's gonna look for it, but yeah, he's too far back this time. Yes, so Groovy's hanging right onto the back still of them.
Oh, looking on the inside.
Oh, they're
keeping it together, keeping the position for now. But here comes Canadian on the inside again, going down the hill, breaking out the 100-meter board. Who's gonna break later? Canadian gets to the apex first. Oh, gets a little squirrely out. Thunder's got an exit, got a great exit. And look at this, Chris joining the battle. They're still side by side.
Oh no!
Thunder gets a little bit squirrely. Gets a snap of oversteer and loses the position to Chris as well. So Canadian after going side by side with Thunder. What a great battle there. An unfortunate ending there for Thunder, but still.
Yeah, no, but great battles though. Yeah, very clean, great battles there. As now they're super close though, as Jor and Eric and all of them, they are right on the gearbox, and as now Groovy's starting to fall back more and more each lap.
Looks like Bio is catching up to Tails, and he sets the fastest lap here on the 1:19.1, and Groovy is falling back. He's just out of the DRS now, I think. So the top two, Ferrari versus Alfa Romeo. This is going to be a very interesting battle. I mean, obviously, Tails is on the hard still, 21 laps old. Well, no, not 21 laps old. Are they 21? Has he been on them since the start?
No, 14.
Okay,
14
lap
right.
old 14 lap old hards. And Bio obviously on a fresher pair of mediums, so yeah, well, 8 laps old. They're not so fresh anymore, but still fresh-ish. But no, David looking very nice right now. 14 lap old hards as well, same as Tails. So I don't know.
I imagine Groovy is about to have to start struggling quite a bit here.
Yeah,
15 lap old softs.
Yeah, there's been 3 safety cars though, so we've got to remember that probably about 6 to 7 laps at least have been under safety car. I mean, it's still doing some stress on the tires, but obviously not nearly as much as if we were racing under green light.
Yes, he's still just in DRS, or he falls back right there. I'm not sure if he's going to have it, though.
Oh, here comes Bio. Bio's getting really close. 2/10. He's pulling out to the
inside. He has the move before the braking.
He doesn't even need to. He could have got back online, actually, there. It's going to possibly give an opportunity to Tails, but no, not enough space there. We've seen a couple overtakes into that turn, but not for Canadian, not there for Tails. At the moment.
Tails is going to try to fight back. DRS is open. Is he going to look down to the inside? He's too far back, though.
Bio showing great pace right now. Ooh, gets a little bit squirrely out of that exit.
Yeah, as the leaders are starting to dip away now.
At 1.3 second gap to Groovy in third.
Tails running a little wide.
David not really making. He's not really gaining time, but he's not really losing time. He's in an interesting spot right now on those hards, but I think, and come 11 laps, I mean, we've seen him have great tire management, so we'll see. But come 11 laps, I think those are going to be struggling quite hard. So we'll see what he's able to do in these next coming laps. But Groovy right now is the main one to focus on because they haven't built out any sort of gap really from the midfield, and he's going to pit now. No, he's going to almost fake it, I think.
Yeah, he did. He tried to sell it there.
So he's not going to go into the pits yet. Oh, man, what is he going to... Oh, Bio's made a mistake. So is Tails.
They both make a mistake, and Tails goes back around.
But it is still a swap-a-roo. One mistake being much bigger. I saw Bio just sitting kind of on the inside there, so must have nearly lost car there. As Joe picks up another penalty, that's 16 seconds for him at the moment.
He is pretty... I imagine he should be pitting here fairly soon.
And now Groovy is in the DRS again. So it's probably going to make him think, like, maybe I shouldn't pit, but...
Yeah, is he going to hold out, and is he just waiting for a safety car?
He would need one. He would need one because he would lose a lot of positions. You can see the track map. I think he'd be lucky to come out ahead
of routine. Probably not.
Milky. He'd be lucky to come out ahead of Milky. With how close that midfield pack is. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. As the Red Bulls are getting a little bit scrappy here. Azure not moving at a pace that is quick enough right now for Rua, as Rua might be able to make a move, but Azure does have the the DRS as well. Azure's actually going to make a move on Chris.
Yeah.
Rua's going to probably follow him. No, he can't.
Thinks about it. So close, but cannot follow.
As both of them actually, Chris and Azure just go off track there, and I'm just saying, I can see penalties are definitely going to be an issue here later in the race. There's a yellow flag.
Yeah, I see a car.
Joe? I think it was Joe, yeah.
Nah, I almost wonder if he had another connection issue because it looked like his car was stopped right in the middle of the track.
It's very possible.
Yeah, Tails has closed the gap once again with that DRS, but still roughly about a half a second back.
I just see that this track, you have to have so much trust in your setup, especially when you're in a situation right now like Bio is, where he's on a softer compounded tire, but he's in the dirty air, and he's had a spin on these tires now. Well, he's nearly had a spin on these tires now. It's not a fun situation to be in, and he's now losing a little bit of ground. This is almost like Bahrain, round one of in real life, where we saw that obviously Verstappen was able to get past quite easily on the first run, but when he had to give that position back up, it was quite a bit harder for him to get past, as he didn't get past, and Hamilton ended up winning the race.
Yeah, probably should have bided his time maybe a little bit there, but yeah, DRS is open once again by the...
Yeah, getting quite a bit closer now. Those two DRS sections helping him out a lot, because he was about 9/10 behind in the first DRS section. Brought him quite a bit closer.
Yeah, them softs must have fell off the cliff though, because even with the DRS back there at the start, Groovy has already fell back almost 3 seconds.
And now he's falling into the grass.
2.5 seconds.
David can definitely see Groovy in his path right now. He's starting to close in that gap just ever so slightly. Not necessarily at a fast rate, but he is starting to close.
The McLaren is off track somewhere. I don't see.
Oh, he's had a little bit of a meeting with the leaders. And I think he's going to stay out the way. But
yeah, he does end up
no, that wasn't Thunder.
No, it was West Echo. He does end up retiring the car.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say that wasn't Thunder. There's
yes, so
the team picks up 3 seconds.
Tails each lap though, them last 2 corners, he gets such a good drive out that the DRS just helps him closes the gap a little bit, but he's not able to get close enough to make this move though.
Yeah, we're seeing him pulling up the tires again now. 19 lap old hards for Tails, 13 lap old mediums. I think Bio will definitely make it through to the end, but will he be able to get this move done on Tails? I'd imagine one of them is going to start to have some tire drop off. I don't know which one, honestly, but one of them I know must start to have some tire drop off, as now David is actually right on the back of Groovy as well. And the Red Bull battle is still ongoing, as Chris must have got past Azure.
Yeah, I see that. Chris is back by Azure though, and both Red Bulls are still just right on.
Bio picks up a penalty
on the sister team.
That's gonna be big. Bio just picked up a penalty.
Oh no, Bio!
3 seconds.
Picks up a 3-second penalty there. See, trying to close the gap a little bit on that last 2 corners where I feel like he's been losing out time. So maybe trying to push a little bit.
Is Groovy maybe just playing damage reduction here, because I don't think he's going to pit. And he's losing quite a bit of time. I think David's going for the move now.
Yeah, David is going to make the move. Yeah, he's losing almost 2 seconds to these boys already within a couple laps here.
Oh.
And he's fighting back here a little bit, so maybe there's a little bit more life in these softs than I thought, but I just can't. I don't know. He's still got to go another 5 laps
very close as well
on these softs. I imagine they've got to be pushed to the brink here sometime, though.
Yeah, no, I'm right with you, honestly. And looking at the penalties now, most of the midfield now has a penalty from P7 back. Almost everybody except for Gelfi has a penalty, and Gelfi obviously having a tough race down in P14 right now. So, I mean, man, this is gonna be interesting, especially with the Red Bulls. Chris, we know, is definitely gonna fall down massively. Is 19 seconds. A Canadian picked up a penalty, obviously 3 seconds, and Tails penalty free right now, but Bio, that 3-second penalty could be costly. I mean, he would have to probably get past right now if he would even have a chance at getting that 3-second gap, but it's blinking right now, and I don't know if he's got it in him. I don't know if the mediums have it in him.
I just have not seen him close that gap here recently more than about 3/10. He gets very close in this DRS section, but then the sector 2, as Joe retires the car.
That's gonna cause a safety car.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So now we are gonna have a safety car, and there's.
Who is going to jump into the pits? This is very reminiscent. I just had a league race at Australia, and I lost a win because I did not pit on a late safety car, and I mean it was literally 3 or 4 laps left.
I imagine that a lot of these boys are gonna have to pit here. I mean,
I think Tails and Bio definitely need to make the jump, because even if David doesn't pit, Bio should come out ahead. Ooh, it's close, man. They're on the Delta, so I don't know if he'll come out ahead or behind, you know, Groovy and Canadian. But they might pit as well.
I would imagine he would be. He's
Groovy
either gonna be
pit.
Right. Yeah, no, I imagine he's gonna have to.
Pair of softs.
I mean, we've seen David push tires more than 30 laps, so I wonder, but you're saying, and the leaders are both gonna pit here. Yep. They're both gonna go ahead and drop into the pits. There.
See what David does. David stays out.
David.
No, he doesn't.
And he dips in at the last second.
Groovy hops in. Canadian hops in. Eric hops in. Rua, who's ahead of Azure, hops into the pits.
Everybody's
gonna get held up here so bad because of Rua getting into the pits first.
Nobody decides to push their luck.
Nobody.
And everybody's gonna throw on. No, a few people are gonna. Okay, yeah, everybody's throwing on softs to the very end. Yeah.
All softs coming here. Milky has to put on 19 lap old softs.
Oh my goodness.
No. Oh no. Okay. No. Sorry. He hadn't made it to the pit box yet.
Okay, I was about to. I seen that too, and I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they definitely served a 5-second penalty for him there.
Yeah, so it is going to be probably
a
2 to 3 lap shootout. Yeah, a drag race towards the end. Soft runners all the way across the board.
You know what this also does? This kills, and I mean, the penalties definitely going to come into effect now.
Yeah, Bio could be. I've lost the podium for sure here. Potential win.
Definitely.
Potentially,
a great race here, and he made a good decision. Didn't do what I did on Australia, deciding not to pit. He definitely made the right decision going into the pits, putting on those softs, because everybody behind him is on the softs.
Yeah, no, he would have been a sitting duck for sure, for sure.
On those old hards.
Yeah, no, this is going to be quite an exciting finish here. Even though Bio still could be in for a good result, though, because we have seen them the front two jump out, have a good jump. Tails and Bio normally have had a pretty good jump off the restarts and normally get a little bit of a gap.
No, yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited for this because we haven't seen these guys on the same set of tires. We haven't seen their pace together. We know that I think Bio has the fastest lap right now, but that could be down to him being on the mediums on lower tires or on lower fuel. So
yeah, no, everybody on zero brand new softs except Thunder and Golfy and Routine, but everybody else all on brand new fresh softs right out the blanket.
So I believe
take them out the oven.
Even though Tito and Gelfie are quite a ways back, I think we're still going to end up going in this lap for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you. I imagine they should catch the queue.
We're going to get lap 31, 32, and 33. So 3 laps, hopefully, of racing.
Yeah, once again, the end of the race, bringing everybody together, and oh yeah, I am excited for this one though.
I mean, I knew there would definitely be some DNFs on a new track, especially a difficult one at that. I would probably put it up there with a track like Hungary or Japan. It's maybe not quite at that level, but damn close. So it's a difficult track, and the amount of overtakes we've seen has been pretty damn good. We've seen some good overtakes. The DRS section seemed to be placed well. So, I kind of expected to see a couple mistakes. We got 5 DNF'd cars, which is honestly less than I expected. We've obviously seen way more than that in the past.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've had many more than that. So the safety car is coming in. And it is giving the boys a warning early this time.
2 or 3 full laps We might get DRS on the last lap. I don't think we will though. If we do though.
Well, but yeah, maybe in the second DRS section only.
Yeah, it wouldn't be on the first one, that's for sure. So Tails gonna probably do the exact same thing. Everybody on the same fresh pair of softs. I'm sure some of them are used from qualifying, but still, nevertheless, some new softs. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm gonna go on board with Bio because this man's not even warming his tires anymore. He's ready to go.
Yeah, Kimi Räikkönen, he is just waiting, not going to get caught off guard.
Bio didn't get the best start. Groovy definitely didn't get the best start, but I think... Oh, no, Groovy's past David.
Yeah, Groovy gets past David. And Bio's still right behind Tails. Tails gets a decent jump. And they're all so close still, though.
For the most part. Milky seemed to have dropped down to the back. Oh, Tails defending against Bio. Bio is very close.
Yeah, they are super close into that. I think that's turn 6. Yeah, oh, this is going to come down to the wire here at the very end.
Yeah. And I would love to know how many warnings maybe does Tails have. Is he driving on the edge right now, or is he on the eggshell really just because of penalties as Bio goes wide again? So it looks like he's got some warnings to spare.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Bio definitely runs a little wide.
Oh, the Alfa Romeo seemed to have just gone on the inside. Yeah, he's gotten past Chris. That's a good move. I saw it on the back, but Chris is fighting it. He's on the inside.
Side by side, going down to the front straight.
I think, yeah, Canadian gets the job done. Canadian has a lot of work to do to get back up here. Tails sets the fastest lap, and he's got an 8/10 lead.
Yeah, every time the finish of the last sector there, he seems to just hook up the corners just a little bit better than Bio, and gains about. Oh, and Bio with a big moment.
He did save it. Luckily, doesn't lose too much time. Looks like Bio actually set the fastest purple sector.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Had a moment there and still says purple, so he must have been flying.
Pushing every ounce out of this car that he can. He wants this win, you can tell. But will it be enough? Obviously, with the 3-second penalty. Maybe still wants to try to push Tails into a penalty. You never know. Being close to somebody can get into somebody's head. I don't know if he'll be able to get close enough.
Yeah, you definitely looks like he's trying to force the mistake.
As you're saying, yeah, Tails just, I mean, not as much that time, but still gets good drive out of the last few corners. It looks like, yeah, I mean, Tails isn't even using ERS. That's another fastest lap, 1:17.8. That's absolutely. Groovy having to keep, so it's the final lap. Groovy having to keep David at bay as well behind him. Eric right behind them as well. Rua not too far behind, and Canadian is right on the back of Rua.
Yeah, he's right there.
I think he might be able to get this move done. We'll see. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to get the space.
Yeah, and he's going to make the move stick. A beautiful move there.
Well done from Canadian. But unfortunately, he's got a long ways to go. Oh, and Azure retires on the last lap! No, that's so unfortunate for Azure. I can't remember where he was on track. The Haas as well. DNF's on the last lap.
Oh, no.
Where was Azure? Like, what place was he in?
Oh, and no! Bio is out of the race!
No way!
Hits the curbs and he is out!
No way! Bio has just lost it! And Thunder as well is off the track. What has just happened?
He gets on the curbs, gets on the gas, and it slings up to the right. Tails is going to come around and win the race. Groovy and P2.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
David right behind. And Eric on his debut comes into P4. Canadian right behind P5. So unfortunate for Bio.
We just had 3 retirements on the last lap.
The boys are pushing so hard, trying to get as many points as possible.
Some of these guys just got gifted some positions. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. And I was
Bio.
on board with
No.
Bio there. He came around the corner, got a little bit squirrely, tried to save it, maybe a little bit of overcorrection, and the car just slung right into the wall.
And Bio
So
saying in the
unfortunate.
chat, I crashed it. It was all or nothing because of my penalty. With a couple of crying emojis. As Milky comes across the line with absolutely no wing. Wow, what a race. What a race.
Well, that's a full send mentality, though, for Bio. I actually like that mentality, though.
Wow. I mean, I'm heartbroken for Bio right now.
Yeah, no, that's
He had such an
super,
amazing race. And it
super
just all came
unfortunate.
crashing down.
I think he was still gonna be on podium and stuff in
Oh,
that
yeah, he was
P3
definitely
position.
gonna. Well, maybe not because, I mean, I don't know if he
David
had
and
that
Groovy were
gap.
kind of close.
He
I
might
think
have
they were
fallen off.
like two. True.
But still, yeah, and he was just pushing to get out of that gap. Tails was setting fastest lap after fastest lap. There was no chance of catching him, and just over pushed himself, over pushed his
Yes.
boundaries.
Tails, what an amazing race! They'll start at P14 on the grid. And
Wow.
with the pulls two stopper off and drives all the way up to the front, seemed to be towards the front all the way, even from the start. It only took him a few laps to work himself up there towards that front pack. And yeah, no, what a battle
For
though.
sure, not a
David
happy
Jahu,
boy at the moment.
uh, another great drive from David, starting at the back of the field.
And that's
And
big for David in the championship, getting that P3 as obviously TC had that DNF quite early in the race.
yeah, no, that has super unfortunate for some of the boys, and super fortunate for some of the other ones though that helped them out.
Wow, wow. I'm still a little bit shook from
Almost
that.
speechless. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was a super exciting race though. I'm sure a lot of it's like Bio, the safety cars kind of killed a lot of the races, but it made it very exciting from our perspective though. But I'm sure they would have hoped that that did not happen.
I think we are stuck in this race director lobby again. But we're going to get the podium sitters in here. We're going to take a quick little intermission. We'll be back with the interview.
and we're here with the post-race interviews after a super exciting race. And we're here with P3 finisher first, David Chahoud. And you started in P19, and you were on them hards for quite a while. It looked like you stretched them out to like 20-something laps, roughly. Walk us through some of your race and how you were able to finish on the podium after starting towards the rear.
Well, starting last, I wasn't sure I was going to make it to this race to start, so I missed qualifying. That's what made me start last. And well, I was just gonna go play safe game. If I could go for some overtakes, I would go for them. And well, it was all my race. I started on softs because I wanted to go more aggressive in the start and well, win all the places I could. Then I could survive and didn't get any penalties nor had any accidents, so I just kept going. The safety cars kept appearing, and well, I knew I could take those hards to the end of the race. So after I pitted, I wasn't thinking about pitting again, unless a late safety car as it came. So yeah, I pitted for softs at the end. And well, happy to finish on the podium after having started last, and it's good points for the championship as I'm gonna extend more my lead as my rivals struggled today.
Yeah, he
Oh, no, for
definitely
sure.
did. TC unfortunately DNFing towards the beginning of that race, so yeah, you're definitely going to be taking a nice little. I think it's probably going to be a 17-point gap. So yeah, some breathing space for you in the championship. But yeah, no, great race from you yet again, David. Like you said, big for the championship. And yeah, no, we look forward to seeing you back in Spa next week. And on to Groovy, who I was just clowning a little bit because I thought he maybe got a little bit lucky finishing back where he started this race, but kind of run us through what happened for you, Groovy, because obviously that was a very hectic race. How did you end up going from what seemed like possibly not even a podium because those softs were so close to puncture territory to obviously ending up P2?
Yeah, crazy race. First, I got wing damage. I broke too late and hit Gilfie. So I had to pit, and I pit on softs because I noticed softs were just OP around this track. So I was like, well, let's see if I could do a double soft stint. And safety cars kept coming out. I was like, well, I can't go in now because I want to try to get another soft in here. So I believe around lap 5 or 7, around there to lap almost, what, 28, 29. I was about to pit previous lap, but I was like, I have nothing to lose. Let's just go one more lap. And thank God safety car came out and I could lap on some softs again.
Yeah, I mean, you did well during the restarts, even with those. I mean, obviously, even after your wing change, I mean, you were playing the. It almost seemed like you were playing the keeping your track position game, because yeah, we were like, is it gonna go in this time? Is it gonna go in this time? And you just continue to stay out. I thought you were gonna probably put on mediums towards the end and just make that work, but then you just continued to stay out, and obviously we got that safety car at the end, and yeah, kind of, I won't say saved your podium, but definitely helped you out in the end. So yeah, no, good race from Groovy. And now obviously we have our winner onto Tails. I mean, I believe is this your first win in this league?
I think it is because Austria had a penalty, right?
Yeah, because I believe I remember back to Monaco. I bet Celestio remembers this as well. When I believe you made a pass at turn one, and then later in the lap at the two chicanes, I believe you put it in the wall while being in the lead. So yeah, I was thinking maybe you had gotten another win, but I mean, how was your race? Because you showed some insane pace out there. Obviously, on the hards, we were taking a look at the fastest laps and noticed, I think it was maybe Groovy or somebody, Milky or somebody was right behind you, and they were on softs, and they only put in a lap that was maybe a tenth faster than you did on the hards. So, really good pace. Kind of go through your race. Like, how did you manage that, and how was your balance? Because it seemed like you had obviously a very good setup on you.
I mean, I screw things in qualifying. I crashed, I think I could go at P1, P2. So I started P14. I was like, bro, I had to go, bro. I need to full attack all the time because I know I had a pace, you know, and if I got past the guys quickly, I know I could win the race. So I just attack full attack, bro, the whole race.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some amazing moves from you around the outside of the last turn, and Celestial was mentioning towards, especially towards the end of the race where you were battling with Bio, that the last two corners, especially, you seem to have really good drive out of those corners. So I mean, yeah, no, you had a great race today, Tails, and we definitely look forward to Spa next week. All three of you guys had amazing races. And yeah, no, that was extremely entertaining for us. Do you have anything else to add on, Celestial?
No, no, that was a brilliant drive from our podium finishers, especially you Tails and stuff. Yeah, coming back and taking the first W of the year for you, and we look forward to seeing y'all next week. Where are we racing, my man
Spa.
Hunter? Oh, how about that Spa? A beautiful one.
Yes, sir. I'm excited for that one. And then they get a break after that. But we